Other in sport, as both teams made their way out of the tunnel, these folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Indianapolis Colts. This fielded a few yards into the end zone, and no run back here. This will be a touchback. And it comes out to the 25-yard line.
You can't block me. Yeah, live. You can't block me. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now a man who really came on late last year, it's Damian Williams. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On the ground, this is Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Mike, check.
To throw is Rodgers. He finds Beckham complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 38-yard line. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Throwing on 2nd down, Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing in too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off.
Hey, orbit. Mike is 59. Mike the 59.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Come on, set. 6 line.
A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Mike.
Now Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Check 4.
Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Williams. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Off the draw, here's Williams. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a 3rd down and about 9 to go.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
It's caught. Beckham. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Hey, echo. 59.
Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. It's caught by OBJ. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
50. Hey, you block over here.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle. The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19.
Bravo.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The 2017 All-Pro Darius Slay there in coverage, knocking it away.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline.
Come on, now, let's go.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. Caught by Jones. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Consecutive runs of 6 yards gives him a 1st and 10. They come out here in the eye. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Devontae Freeman. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Big Shaq Lawson gets the sack there. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. He finds his target, Beckham. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
58. Hey, 88. Oh, yeah. Here we go again. Hey, Foxtrot. Mike 59. Mike. Cat 300. Skip this. Check 59. Mike is 59.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Richardson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Returnable for Lockett. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. An update from Buffalo. The Bills have taken an early lead against the Dolphins. That'll be a game to monitor as we go along. 15 seconds, all that remains for this first half as they come up 1st and 10. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson throwing again. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Sanu on the catch. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go.
Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. 20, 10, touchdown, Houston. Devontae Freeman, 77 yards. And the Texans push further out in front. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
A huge play that time for the Colts. 44 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two.
At the 31-yard line.
Shannon, 319. 59. Watch QB draw. 399.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 17-yard line. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Rodgers now to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see that. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Odell Beckham, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are back within a single score. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Rodgers again now. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Freeman again, a first down carry. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Jackson caught by Sanu. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 44-yard line.
First down, Houston.
Go, go, go. Check. Lucky.
Now Jackson on first down. The 20. This complete to Lockett. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very solid gain of 27. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They will run with Grant. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll run here with Freeman. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Second down and goal. Jackson. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. From the gun, Jackson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Tyler Lockett, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's coming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he checks this one down to Williams. Call it a pickup of 7, and they're going to have a 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
At the 47-yard line.
After the interception, here's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. Past the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Jackson, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Texans push further out in front. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice gain.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now left side on the swing pass. A gain there of 21 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. 20! And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Now Rodgers. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Rodgers to throw once more. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Aaron Rodgers, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Here's Grant. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Houston. Corey Grant, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that? And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Jordan Poyer.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. On 3rd down, Jackson. Flushed out right. It's caught. Jones. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a first down throw that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4. The Colts 27-yard line.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. Going, and that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. George Kittle, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Texans take over an excellent field position. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Duron Harmon. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
7 yards on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
Let's go, D.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 29. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Texans, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.